we're solving inequalities today. Solving inequalities is the exact same thing as solving equations, except for one difference. Well, if I was solving this equation, what would I do?
Divide.
Add 1 and divide by -2, right? But if I'm solving an inequality, I would do the same thing except for so if it's a greater than, it stays a greater than. But if you ever have to add if you ever have to multiply or divide by a negative, like I'm dividing by -2 here, the inequality is going to switch. That's the only difference. So on this one, if I had like 2x equals negative, well, not equals, let's say like less than or equal to -8. If I divide by 2, does the inequality switch? No. Why doesn't it switch?
Only that you're not dividing by negative.
I'm dividing by +2.
If you multiply by negative, is that right?
Yes, if you divide or multiply by a negative, the inequality has to switch. Everything just turns backwards, basically. That's kind of the only new thing. So it's might be a little bit easy today. It's okay. So on these problems, I want you to go ahead and write down the problem and then show the step and the answer. And then we're supposed to graph these also on 1 through 8. It says graph.
I mean, yay, graphing.
This is not. These are just line graphs. They're easy, like yesterday. So how would I solve this?
You subtract 3.
If you just put -7, that would actually be the wrong answer. Because the actual answers are all the numbers bigger than -7. So, yeah, if you put an equals here, I'll take a half off. Or if you don't put anything. So we're supposed to graph it. So which way should the arrow go?
To the right.
Okay, open circle at -7. All the numbers greater than -7 are to the right of -7. So basically that's what I want to see on number 1. Yeah.
If you were to divide by a negative and it was like less than or equal to, would it just turn to
Yeah,
greater than or equal to?
if you divide by a negative, yes, it just switches the order with the
And
equals.
if it's a not equal to?
Same thing.
What do you mean? Like if it's x
Just switches the order, it doesn't change the equals to or not equals to.
But like if it's x plus 3 is not equal to.
Oh, not equal to, you can't switch that, it just stays the same. Number 3. How do I solve that on number 3? Jaden, what do you think?
Oh. So.
Times 3. Oh, I guess I'll put a little dot there. Does the inequality switch on this one? No, it does not switch. Because we're not multiplying by a negative. If that had been a -3, then yes. Okay, how do I graph x is less than -3? Open circle at -3 going left. The inequality symbol kind of matches the arrow symbol. Clayton, what should we do on this one?
-1.
What is -2 minus 1?
I wasn't like thinking right. -3.
-3. Okay, do you guys remember graphing this one yesterday? All these are negative answers.
You go.
Oh no.
You don't know why you're making the noises you're making. do on this one?
You would divide by -7.
And what would we get for the answer?
2x is less than or equal to 2.
Okay,
You said two.
so negative divided by negative is positive, but since we divided by a negative, the inequality switches. How do we
Right.
graph
Stop barking.
x is less than or equal to 2?
You just say something. Open circle.
Close circle.
Closed circle going left. Some people have trouble with their left and their right.
I cannot do that.
So I've heard this trick, like the left looks like an L.
No, I just think about which hand I use when I do it,
Yeah,
and
think
I'm
about
like,
which hand you write with, that's your right hand.
Some people,
Never let it go.
and then that's what it is.
Those people we're not concerned about.
You want to like I said, alright, let's go left. And I actually went right. And I actually went left and right.
Okay, what's different about number 9?
It's different numbers.
You don't have to graph it.
You don't have to graph it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You survived the graphing.
Good.
Um,
Left or right.
Roman, what do I do to solve this one?
I don't even know what that slash in the middle means.
Not equal
That's
to
a 1. I thought it was a 1. It's a 1.
I'm sorry.
Yo, you need to
that's
stop
my bad.
making fun of Mr. Jordan.
So you would minus 18.
x plus over 8.
We can't all
I
have
read
good
it. It's okay.
handwriting.
Me
Sorry,
too.
Mr. Jordan. Yeah.
Just disrespected him so hard.
Really? You can't tell that is a 1.
No, he thinks it's the division
The
symbol.
more I look at it, it becomes an 18.
Well, you never know with these math problems.
True.
Yeah,
Just look in your book and you would know.
I'm too lazy to do that.
Mr. Jordan, do you know how to
I
read
can do it,
Chinese?
you can do it. Mandarin.
Yeah, but you're like, didn't you go to China and like
Chinese.
Mandarin? You're like Asia or something?
What? Jackson, I feel like I was like in your dream.
Actions on some Russian.
Yes,
Mr.
Mr.
Jordan, back me up. Didn't you like do a game show where like with the chick?
Bro. With that one chick?
Yeah, it was fake, yeah.
What was it?
Yes, it was like a little video show in China, yeah.
See you guys.
Sophia, what do we do on this one?
What kind of drugs did you put Mr. Jordan on?
What is he gonna do?
If you guys remind me, I'll show you at the end of the semester.
Oh,
Semester or class?
I still haven't seen that
Semester.
Wait, when is that? That's Tuesday, right?
That's next Tuesday.
I won't be here.
That's quarterly.
I forget.
Can I pick up my phone quick so I can put a note on my phone?
Well, if we ever have time at the
You
end of
can't
class, we'll
forget
do
you
it.
said that.
I gotta figure it out though. Sophia, what do we do on this one? At 10. Yeah, usually we forget, so I don't have to show it.
At the end of the class, he has to show us something key.
Some people haven't seen it. I remember
I don't know if they want to see it.
You've seen it?
I have.
Do it again, do it again, do it again.
Olivia has
I'm
it.
not mad. I
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
it.
it. Sarah hasn't.
You're no
I
G.
still.
I've been reading
it after the
No, I've been here since 6th grade. They have no idea what y'all are talking about.
You showed us.
You were
the
here in
grade.
6th grade?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Maybe she joined like halfway through.
But maybe, yeah, you came after.
You were so batty like I was.
Bro, shut up.
Would you
Hey,
click on
she
this
doesn't
one
have
already?
to go there all day.
No, no. I do have to go pay attention.
It's hard to.
You know what she means by a bad
Thank
day?
you.
I wasn't from home.
Alright, guys, what do we do on this one?
She called like the whole team.
You divide by
Oh.
five. She likes 95 verses. That is not
Does the inequality switch?
No.
Oh.
You called
I said
Lord
it first.
Voldemort.
Oh. Yeah.
Wait.
I thought I forgot to graph, then I remember we're not supposed to graph these.
Mr. Jordan, they are being spoiled.
She called Lord Baltimore even
How
bad.
did you divide? It's
Huh?
the backup part of
No.
Yeah, so we divide by +5, so
This is so
It didn't switch.
Oh no,
Nobody
whatsoever.
cares.
Wait, who?
Except like not noticeable at all.
No.
He has two little nodes.
Y'all don't wanna.
Alright, shh, guys, hush. Linux, what do we do on this one?
Multiply 8.
Yep.
You're so good.
What's different about the B section?
There's no
There's
fraction.
There's fractions, so,
fractions.
but nothing really changes.
You
Other
say
than
that like I don't know.
Torture.
Alright, Paxton, what would we do on 17?
You would divide.
Yeah. So, yeah, just as if this was -3r, you divide, right? So just divide by -3/4. You guys remember how to divide a fraction by hand?
Multiply by the
It's been a
denominator.
while.
Grab your
No, that's adding.
You're
Okay, you flip,
With your hand.
you flip and multiply.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah,
Let's go.
I remember
I'm a
that.
genius.
And then these cancel out.
Wait,
What?
what is that?
Bro,
Oh,
I'm not
I
even
even
gonna-
know.
And it switches. Or not.
Okay,
It's
you call animal.
I made a mistake. What did I do wrong?
You didn't flip the sign.
Didn't flip the sign. Okay.
She got it from me. She was not annoyed by mistake.
Yeah.
Skylar gets to this.
Somebody took the electric in my mouth.
Someone called animal control. Skylar out of here.
Nope, I'm just throwing it.
Christian attitude.
Oh, not really.
Yeah.
Be like, I got pest over here.
Don't say that.
You don't come out of work with text.
Did you just say that?
I got hair here on the 4/7.
Alright, Sarah, what do we do on this one? Is the inequality gonna flip? Yes. So another way, if I was doing this by hand, dividing by -2 is like multiplying by -1/2. So this would be -4/5. Anyway, x is over here, the inequality switch is -4/5.
Does it matter where you put the X?
Yeah, well, you could put the x on the left, but if you did put the x on the left, you would need to switch the inequality.
Okay.
So you gotta be careful if you switch the order. Forgot the equal to sign.
Can you stop singing for like
No.
5 minutes, please?
I think it's physically impossible.
Stop. It is making noises
I'm
out of my
singing
mouth.
for the Lord.
We could thicken the mask and make it soundproof.
Yes.
Or we could just sew it
Yeah,
up.
you can buy clothes online, but you're like, make it cool.
Or we could
That's
sew you
what
remove her voice box.
Skylar.
She thinks great.
Skylar.
That's not even that.
Okay. Alright, 25 through 28. So on 25 it says write an inequality and solve. Yeah, we're stopping at 20 up there. Then use a word phrase to state your answer. That last part, we might do it on the first one, but it's not really important to me. So, says find all the numbers such that the sum of the number and 25, what does sum mean?
Addition.
Addition. So the sum of the number, what do I put for the number?
N or W. W works.
N plus 25 is less than, what do I put for that?
Less than.
This way.
The less than symbol, yeah.
The crocodile's thinking bigger. L.
Well, we don't know.
Wrong way.
That's true, but we don't know which one's bigger yet. So you have to know that less than looks like the L. Is less than 82. Well, I guess if you think about it, if you know it's less than 82, then you know 82 is the big one. So it should be eating the 82. Alright, and then you're supposed to solve it, so.
Minus 25.
Why are they giving us these easy ones?
Are you complaining?
The next,
You want hard ones?
tomorrow's is a little bit harder, you know how they kind of step it up slowly. Okay. Do you guys know what this would be as a word phrase?
In is less than 50.
It'd be, no, well, you wouldn't say in, it'd just be all the numbers less than 57.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah, I was just saying.
They put any number less than 57. Okay, I'm not gonna make you write that. 27 says, an elevator, girls, is rated with a maximum weight capacity of 750 pounds. How many teenagers with an average weight of 150 pounds can safely ride the elevator? Okay, we can't just solve it, we gotta write an inequality to express it. So they're saying there's, what's the variable on this? What's the unknown number?
P.
No. The number of teenagers, people, yeah. So what letter do we want to use? T or P or something? T. Okay. T is teenagers. Their average weight is 150 pounds each. And the maximum the elevator can hold is 750.
Oh, I know what you do.
Okay, I want you all, every single one of you, to try and write an inequality for this, and we'll see if you get it right, for this problem. 150 pounds per teenager. The maximum weight is 750. Just try it.
I'm on
No.
238.
I don't want you solving it yet, just try and write an inequality.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, it doesn't take very long. Okay, how could we represent the weight of the teenagers?
So they're at DC.
150
E for Evan.
T.
times the number of teenagers. Okay, is that going to be smaller or bigger or smaller than or?
Smaller.
Okay, we want their weight to be at most 750, right? Or how does it say it? It says, yeah, at most. So what would the symbol be? Less than or equal to 750. That's it.
That's the answer.
No.
Oh, let's solve
Let's
this.
divide by 150.
Okay, Easton, this would be half the answer because
Yeah, I solved it.
I said write the inequality. The directions say write the
Well,
inequality.
I mean, I did both.
Oh, you did both?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Alright,
So,
so what does this mean?
that's
Five teenagers
less
can get
than
on.
5 or less teenagers are allowed to
Right.
ride.
At most 5 teenagers can ride.
But if there's, you know,
No, 5 or less. 5 or less, so at most 5. Okay, why don't you guys work on the evens?